What's up, B-Nurse?
We're back. We're back. And I watched Spy Kids. We're back. And I watched Spy Kids.
How was it?
You know what? I wish 9-year-old me had saw this movie. That's when it came out. It came out 2001. I was 9. And 9-year-old me would have been all about this.
It came out when? 2001?
2001.
Yeah, 11-year-old Derek was all about this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I believe 9-year-old Hassan probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see we're being on the same page.
Yeah, I can see why I got a sequel. I can see, like, it's...
A trequel.
Yeah, well, a treacle. They get a treacle. Just the CGI of the early 2000s, buddy. Right?
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's like, it's also crazy how far we've come.
Yeah.
Because Avatar was just like 7 years after this.
Yeah. Avatar, which is still, Avatar came out right now, it holds up. Avatar 1 came out right now, it will hold up. That's crazy when you put it like that.
Yeah,
perspective like that.
Yeah, because it's like, oh my God, this looks like it almost looks like now it looks like a really well done child's project, the CGI at some points.
Yeah, like a little kid who's just now getting the CGI.
Or like a kid who's good at it.
And it's like, and you would be like, whoa, you did that?
Yeah, but like that makes sense for a kid.
Yeah.
But that's what it all looks like.
Yeah, that was like the best they had.
Yeah.
You know what it's like when you watch CGI from the early 2000s or late 90s? It's like when you see a motherfucker with like implants or like plastic surgery and they got it a little before it's good. You know what I mean? Like they got fake boobs like in 2001 instead of like now.
Yeah, where like fake boobs are like, oh.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's just so funny because the opening shot is them of their house, which is like CGI'd on this hill.
Yeah.
Which they live close enough to get to a school, which is a very funny thought. Yeah.
Yo, they live so far away.
Yeah, they also live like clearly like spies.
Yeah, bro, you live on a hill next to nobody. Next to fucking no one.
On the edge of a cliff.
The edge of the cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you could tell like the castle was just like pretty much the same shot, just like they flipped it and then they like erased some of the hill to make the castle stand alone on the rock and they made the house look a little better.
Y'all would be cheap as fuck. But y'all had a hit. Y'all.
I don't think they would be cheap as fuck. I think that was what money could get you back then. Yeah. I think that
was the best that could be done.
Yeah. I also thought it was interesting that it was a big blockbuster, like a movie, but with like a Mexican family.
Everybody looks white.
Everyone looks super white, and they white it up a lot, but they are Mexican.
But not to America.
Oh, no.
No one remembers that movie going, bro, you remember how crazy that Mexicans, like Mexican family? No, it's like, all you know is Antonio Banderas is in it and then 3 white people.
Yeah. I mean, well, no, 3 of the lightest skinned Latino people.
Is that actress Latino?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Gugino. She could be Italian.
Yeah. I don't think she's white. I mean, Mexican.
Maybe not. But the kids were. One of the kids were.
Yeah, you watching?
Alexa Vega was the girl. That's definitely
I think Mexican. The boy's a white guy though.
We'll
he had red hair
right now. There's red-haired Mexicans.
Are there?
Yeah.
There's ginger Mexicans?
Yeah. I wouldn't. What? They mixed with Europeans. The Europeans came over and messed their whole area up. Of course, there's redhead Mexicans.
Like
probably not a lot.
Santino redhead. Because that kid had red hair.
Yeah, his name is Daryl Sabara. That is definitely some sort of Hispanic last name.
Yeah, he's probably mixed.
Yeah, he's definitely mixed. I mean, he has red hair.
He's not full Mexican.
Well, I mean, we can't have a movie with full Mexicans on it. It's 2001.
Well, they had Danny Trejo in it.
They did have Danny Trejo.
They had one Mexican.
And also, Uncle Felix was Cheech.
Yeah, Cheech. I forgot to say that.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah. He was only in it for half a second.
I mean, like, the celebrity power in this is pretty intense.
Oh, dude, Antonio Banderas,
George Clooney. I mean,
at the end, what a cameo, dude.
Yeah, what a great cameo.
Great cameo.
That is a great cameo. Danny Trejo. I mean, Tony Shalhoub's not like a celebrity like that, but that's a quality actor.
Man, that's Monk.
The
whole world sees that and go, that's Monk.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, so it's like, oh, this is impressive. The guy from Terminator 2, the guy.
Oh yeah, the bad guy from Terminator 2. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Casting is very well done.
Yeah.
They casted it very well.
They all read the script and was like, yeah, this is the one.
Let's go make $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah. I mean, the thumbs were great.
I like the thumbs. That was the best part of the movie to me. As far as like a funny villain that would be a cool cartoon now, those thumbs.
Yeah. My favorite part is when Terminator 2 guy throws a binder at him and they can't catch it because they're all thumbs. And he goes, they're useless. That's the best joke in I think that's the best joke in
that. That was a joke.
Yeah. That's how we get introduced to the thumbs.
I like the thumbs.
Yeah. They're real accepting of Floop off the bat, like as a good guy when he's like been terrible the entire time.
Oh, you mean like when Floop changes sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Floop's because if you watch it, you're like, yo,
Floop's
Floop's a bad
bitch.
person, bro.
Yeah.
First off, he's keeping CIA agents hostage.
Yeah.
He's transforming them into monsters and making them like torturing them to be on their show.
Yeah.
He punched one.
And then when he doesn't get what he wants, he turns on his friends
Yeah.
and helps these random people, which, you know, end up being the good guys, but he doesn't know that.
No, he's a bad Floop.
Floop is a bad, he's like whiny. Yeah, it's like, oh, God, Floop, you suck.
They make him out to be like a good guy.
Yeah, what? No, he's not a good guy. That turn was real quick.
The only turn I thought that was really funny was when Monk turns and he's like, now he's like sexy. Like he takes his glasses off and he's like, now I'm sexy, Monk.
Yeah.
That shit's really funny to me.
Oh, man. Let's see.
I have a question.
What?
Did you enjoy the movie? As an adult? Nah, because we've only talked. Did you enjoy the movie as an adult? How'd you feel when you watched the movie straight up now?
I was like, man, I wish I was 9. That's how I felt. Because I could feel that what the 9-year-old inside of me really like it. Like that, you know? I could feel like if I put myself in that mindset of being a kid, I was like, I would have loved this.
Yeah.
But as an adult for the first time.
As an adult, for the first time, how did it feel?
Whew, even for kids movies, it's not that good.
Oh, God, there's so many good kids movies
There's
now.
so many good kids movies that we watched. I mean, this is not on the same level as Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Or Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Or Wreck-It Ralph 2. Yeah.
Or
Any of the Wreck-It Ralphs or any of the Pixar movies. It's just not a good kids movie. It's not a good movie. It's
Okay,
fun.
let me ask you this.
It's fun. How about that?
Pose another question.
Right.
Let's pose another question to us on.
Right.
Guys,
Let's do it.
What's a great kids movie that's come out in the last 10 years with people?
Or with people. Ooh.
Because this is a good kids movie. This is a technically good kids movie with people. Now watching it now, it doesn't hold up because we're comparing it to all these animated movies.
Yeah.
But if I just sit back and go, okay, well, compare it to a movie with people in it, let's pose that question. Because obviously it doesn't hold up to an animated movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know many kids movies with people in them nowadays
That are any good. Have they
that
ever
even
been
come
good?
out.
No, there's a lot of Robin Williams movies that were good. Let's see.
In the
last 10 years.
Last 10 years.
Man, I can't even think of kids movies like that.
That's what I'm saying.
And the only kids movies I can think of are all
Animated. And they're amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I've never.
Where's a Sandlot? Where's a, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm talking about any genre.
Okay.
Kids movie with human beings. That's
Okay.
good. Because there's classics when you think of Home Alones. You know what I'm saying? You think
Yeah.
back, there's actual classics. And it's weird.
Yeah, Home Alone's funny now. You put that in, you can make.
Me and Sam watched Sandlot the other day. Amazing. Damn near teared. It's like, oh my God, this movie's still amazing.
There's gotta be. There has to be. It's not marketed to us. There's no way. Because people know how to make good movies still.
Dude, where's the babes? We'll go down the list, guys. Hey, you know what? Anyone out there is like, yo, this is a dope kid. Please send it to us.
Yeah, send it. We need one. We need one.
America.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, damn, bro, I don't think there's been a human. Was this the last one?
That was even big like that? Maybe.
I remember like Shark and Lava Girl, but that wasn't good.
No.
I remember The Journey to the Center of the Earth. Those aren't great classics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those also all those are not in the last 10 years.
God, though, this is disappointing.
I
Yeah, I can't.
love doing this podcast, bro, because sometimes we come up on shit like this where I'm like, nigga. Because you just find out that Hollywood is so like, they go through eras. It's just
Yeah.
phases. Because of course, this phase is gonna come back. That's what's crazy.
Well, because it definitely can be done. You can make a good kids movie.
It's been done a
with
million
people.
times.
It's been done a million times.
Yeah. Like a classic. I'm talking like
Yeah.
a timeless classic for kids and adults.
Yeah. There comes with, there's no, but there's, I don't know. I can't think of one.
Ooh, I like that we got here.
I can't think of one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy that we got here. I want to leave you with this thought.
Yeah.
Someone had to dress up like a thumb for this movie.
Fucking Beaners. Where else do you get this kind of fucking gold, man?
Someone had to do that. And that's Spy Kids.
Yeah. We're back.
Hey.
We're fucking back for season 4.
Hey, season 4 starts today.
Season motherfucking 4 of Spoil These Goddamn Beans.
You gotta spoil these beans, baby.
Thank you for making it 4 seasons with us, guys. It's actually really, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
And let's get started with today.
Okay, what are we doing?
Let's start the season off with a fucking banger, dog.
Okay.
I love this movie. Hassan,
Mm-hmm.
what happens
Mm.
in the feature motion picture,
Mm.
the film,
Mm.
Paid in Full,
Mm. Oh, that's the name of the. So it's called Paid in Full. Oh fuck. And it's a shit. I've never heard of this movie before. Ever. Is it one of these? Is it one of these black movies that we're doing? Is it one of?
Saying nothing about this.
Oh fuck. Okay.
But this one I will say, I love this movie.
You love this movie. You know, it is about a drug dealer. And he is on a crusade to get the people who owe him shit. So it's like a day in the life or a week in the life of a drug dealer. It's just him dealing with different shit. And a lot of it, you know, this guy owes him money. He's like a big drug dealer, right? He's like on the top level of the corporate ladder. So one of his regional managers is not paying him enough, and he has to go deal with that. You know, and then not regional manager. You know what I mean? One of the guys who's under him, and then another guy steals from him, like a rival. Some guy's trying to get on his territory, and he has to deal with that. And it's just him sort of dealing with the everyday life of being a top level drug dealer. And
with the revenge story.
Not really a revenge story. Maybe maybe he's trying to expand his business as well. Maybe he's trying to.
You set it up in the beginning as if it was a revenge
I set it
thriller.
up, but now fuck that.
So you changed it.
Yeah, if I changed it, what? It's not a revenge thriller. That doesn't sound right. It sounds. I like this idea of this just the everyday week of
I like that it
trying
starts,
to run the business.
But it starts as a revenge thriller, and then it breaks into just his everyday to day.
Yeah, he's just day to day.
Yo, how cool is this movie though?
Yeah.
Where you're like, yo, is he gonna get revenge? And then halfway through, it's like, yo, what happened to the whole revenge thing?
Or he gets it, and you're like, oh, that was quick.
He gets it quick. He gets it quick.
And then you think, oh, it's more about like everything around him.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he probably.
Wait, what was the climax? Was it because you got the
climax is maybe he decides to start a war with a neighboring drug dealer, and then he dies. That's it. He gets killed, and then that's like, yeah, if you're a drug dealer, that's life.
And that's
paid in full.
Whoa. Son just took us on a ride, guys. Another journey through his very racist brain.
Yeah. Okay, last time you said this, I got it right. Last time you called me a racist on this, just so you know.
When was last time?
Last time I said in Friday After Next, I said they steal some shit, and you're like, you're a racist, and then the whole plot was they're trying to steal some shit.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think more of like
it wasn't about some trying to steal some shit, but
this is more like the other ones though, where you're like, oh, you're just thinking of black stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I mean. Like
that makes sense.
Okay. You're like, yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll just throw black stuff on it.
Yeah, well, just
Saw this movie as a young teen.
Mm-hmm.
Scared the fuck out of me.
Oh God.
So.
Oh God.
Movie starts
mm-hmm.
with a black screen, DJ jockey, and he's talking. He's like, make sure y'all get y'all paper up. Make sure it's like a radio guy. Make sure you guys making out there making money. Blah blah blah. But I'm about to kick off this new song, something. And then you hear like an old school kind of rap beat kicking, like old school rap. Okay. And then Paid in Full. All right.
What year was this made?
2003 or 2?
Oh wow.
No, 2001 or 2.
Okay.
2001 or 2.
Okay.
Then you hear the song Thinking of a Master Plan. It's Ice-T song, nothing but something inside my hand, right? And then they show a bunch of like really hood street niggas on this corner, okay? With a bunch of bad bitches, right? And like cool cars and all this stuff. And you see it, and it looks like it's like 2002, 2003, like present day, right? And you see all this shit. And then it cuts to you see you see niggas playing with throwing money in the air, and they're playing with dice, and cool ass cars are pulling up. You know what I mean? And then you hear a guy go, "This is the stage. You here? If you're here, you're definitely somebody." And then you hear, and then it goes, "And I was there." And he goes, "It was me, Mitch, and Rico. We did our thing. We was living that life." Harlem, 1986.
Ooh.
Okay, cuts back. Now we're back, all right?
Okay, so we go back.
We go back in time now.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So you see our 3 leads, all right? Ace, that's our lead. That's the guy doing the voiceover talking. You just saw him in Creed 2. He was the black boxing coach who was the son of the black boxing coach.
Oh.
He's also Remember the Titans. He's the linebacker. He's
I'm pretty sure he's also in The Wire.
The Wire. He's an he's a great actor.
Yeah.
He's an actual like
what's his name?
Respected like Broadway actor. He's a great actor. Wood Harris. I want to say Wood Harris.
Wood Harris sounds correct. I just know him as Avon Barksdale because that's what he is in The Wire.
He's a great actor. He's a character actor. That's what I'm looking for. He's that kind of actor.
He's the son of the guy.
But I knew you would remember that because we talked about that specifically.
In Creed 2, everyone's the son of everybody.
Someone. I saw this and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna say that. And it sounds like, oh, I know that face. So he's that guy, but young him. So he looks more like Remember the Titans.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
like
I mean? So we got him. He's our lead. He's Ace.
Yeah.
They show Rico. He goes, Rico. It's Cameron, the rapper. He's in Diplomats. When you see him, you're gonna be like, that fucking guy.
I remember the name.
Would wear pink always, big pink fur coat.
I don't remember what he looked like. I
hats,
just remember there were songs by Cameron.
Cameron. He was very big in 2000. Yeah, very big in that era. And our last lead,
Jennifer Aniston.
Come on, right? Mitch, Mekhi Phifer. All right, so it's very well acted movie.
Okay,
good actors. All right.
Okay.
They're all sitting and they're eating Chinese food in a small room. Okay. And they all clearly have money. They're all dressed kind of nice. They all, like fancy fly shit, and they're all dressed nice. And the Rico guy is Cameron. He's loud and he's obnoxious. He's telling this story about like him just being an asshole. And he's telling it like he's the good guy of the story. Right. But the story, he's a fucking monster.
Okay.
And then he finishes and he's like, and then I took that nigga's birthday cake and I threw it in his bitch ass face. And then they show Mekhi and other dude and they're like, what the fuck, man? He's like, what? It's like, it was that nigga's birthday. I showed him what the birthday. And then they were like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, man, fuck y'all. Like trying to make him feel like he was mad that they were making him feel weird about it. Yeah. But he's a monster. They're just like, no, this guy's fucking crazy.
Insane.
Okay. So right then Ace takes one of his Chinese food things and he shoots it in the trash and he makes it. And then the Rico guys go, $5,000, you can't do it again. $5,000 right now, you can't do it again. Puts $5,000 on the table. And then the Ace guy's like, no, I'm not betting. No. And then he looks at the Mitch guy and he's like, I bet you can't do it, $5,000, blah, blah, blah. And then the Mitch guy takes it, drops it, right? And then he's like, and then the Rico guy gets mad and he gets like really aggressive. Fuck that, nigga. Fuck that, $15,000. Bet up again. And everybody's like, they're laughing. And Mitch is like, he's like, no, $15,000, motherfucker. Bet up right now. $15,000. And then Mitch is like, damn, bro, like relax. You know what I mean? And he's like, all right, blah, blah, blah. And then he shoots it and he misses it. Mm-hmm. Okay? And then he's like, give me my money, nigga. Give me my money. Give me my motherfucking money. He's like mad. And Mitch is like, bro, I only got 5 G's on me. He's like, well, all right, well, give me this. He goes, I don't have any cash on me right now. And he goes, well, give me this. He gets his Chinese food and his champagne. He goes, this is my food and champagne now. You get this back when you have my money. And then they're kind of laughing like, ha ha. And he's like, no, nigga, you'll get this back when you have my fucking money.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then so the Mitch guy looks at him and he looks at Ace and he goes, man, loan me $10,000. All right. And then the Ace guy's like, and he gives him $5,000. He goes, bro, that's only $5,000. He goes, I'm not funding y'all's fucking paper bag bullshit games, all right? And then they start arguing and it gets a little more heated. And then right then he gets a call. And he goes, hello? And then he goes, for real? It's the Ace. Oh, shit, for real? Oh. And he hangs up and says, I gotta go, baby. I gotta go. She's about to have the baby. She's having the baby. And they're like, oh, shit. And so they run outside. And then they run outside and Rico starts, congratulations, nigga. And then they start dousing his car with champagne. Like his nice BMW champagne, right? And they're like, congratulations, nigga. And they smile. And he's like, my nigga's a father. My nigga's about to be a father. They're celebrating, they're cheering and shit, right? I love how you're like, yo, what the fuck is about to happen?
Yeah, dude.
No, this movie's great. It's just scary. The pacing is very Old Boy, if I had to say. Okay. It's just slow, and you're like, yo, what the fuck kind of movie is this?
Yeah, like this is not a regular end well. Movie. No. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on this scene.
So you're waiting for the Daesu. I know you're waiting
I'm waiting for the fuck.
So.
If their car gets hit by a train, that'd be great.
Come on. I love how you're a little tax man.
Yeah. Just something you wouldn't expect at all. And it's a great train robbery movie after this. Like, what?
Exactly. I can tell you, like, yo, what the fuck is this movie going? So Ace, he drives home in this nice black BMW, right?
Right.
And then he takes out, he goes upstairs and he's taking out his keys. And he's like humming to himself, like, and he's calm, right? And then he gets to the door and he puts the keys in, and then the camera angle kind of shifts. Now you're on the side. Now you're on the side of him. You see this, like this side of him, right? And he goes to put him in, and he stops, and he goes, and he puts his ear to the door, and he opens it, And then right when he opens it, the camera angle doesn't shift. You don't see anything. So you just hear the door slam. Camera fades to black. Okay? You don't hear anything. You just hear, and that's it, right?
Fuck.
So
The next line, Ace is like, if they told me I've been in here for 15
Yo,
years.
come on, dude. That's why I was like, man, this movie kind of starts like that. The pacing of it.
Yeah,
you know, it's like real slow and like, what the fuck? So it does sound like that's about to happen. So it's black. The camera comes in. I love this shot. The camera comes in blurry. But you see someone coming down a hospital hallway. But it's like so blurry you can't make it out. But you see that's what it is, if that makes sense, you know? Right. And then when it finally gets close enough, you see him. And he's Kill Bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heads blown out, just fucked up, completely good. You know, blood everywhere, blood and his eyes are just bloodshot. And then the guy's like, the doctor, get him in there. They're trying to get arrested. I'm like, who did this to you? Sir, do you know your name? Do you know who did this to you? Who did this to you, sir? I did. I did. And then they put the oxygen mask on him, and he just keeps saying, I did. You know? And then he's looking out the window, and he's looking out a window, like, but it's not there. It's like he's in the hospital room, but what he sees is a window.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And his eyes all bloodshot, and then you see money just raining out this window. Like he's hallucinating this, right? You know what I mean? Money's just raining out this window, and he's looking at it, and you just see it for a while. I did. And then he blinks, and then when his eyes open, snaps back, and it's a younger him, and he's looking out that window for real, and he's at a cleaner's, and then it says 1 year earlier. Right, and then the movie kind of fades into, and I love the shot. It kind of fades into now. It's like reality, but it's older. It looks even older than the shot that they just used. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I love that they did that. And so,
who directed this?
Same guy who directed Drumline.
Really?
Yeah. Small World. I had to look it up. I was like, I really like the shots in this. Who directed it? And it was him.
Well, the Drumline shots are unbelievable. We talked about
Same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Great. He also directed Mr. 3000, and I love that movie as well.
Okay. So this is what happens when you give him a storyline.
Yeah. You gave him a real storyline.
Yeah, they gave him a real storyline.
So 1 year earlier. So you see, and he's looking out the window, and then you hear another old voice, like a voiceover. A guy goes, "You checking out that help wanted sign in the window?" And then you see there's a help wanted sign like in the window, but he's inside of the room, but it's like facing out, you know. And he goes, you know why that sign's in the window? To make sure your ass stays on your job. I don't want you slacking off. You know what I mean? There's always you get more help in here, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he starts going off on him. And it's the old guy it's the old black guy from The Terminal. And he's been in a bunch of movies too. They got a really great casting for this. So he's in this and he goes, he's yelling on him about like just doing his job.
Spy Kids level of casting.
Dude, it's just all these random celebrities. We're not done either.
Okay.
So, you know, blah, blah, blah. You can tell it's just a lot of it when they were younger. It was like, oh, they all took this role probably. Right. It's a good movie. They really did well. It's just a hidden gem. Nobody knows about it. So a guy comes and he's telling him, he's like, go over there and make some deliveries. And as he's about to go, a guy comes in, like another young guy, and he's like clearly a drug dealer. He's got like jewelry and shit and flashing. He's got a girl on his arm. And he starts giving Ace shit. And he's calling him Junior. All right. So this is what he's calling him at this time. Nobody's calling him Ace. Everybody's calling him Junior. You know how everybody's calling him? Now everybody's calling him Junior, okay?
And it's just a year ago.
It's just a year ago.
Jesus.
Okay?
Rise and fall.
So he's saying Junior. So he goes, Junior. You know, blah, blah, blah. He's telling him how, you know, man, you can't believe you're in here clean and shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, you look like a fucking, you know, clown, blah, blah, blah. Just giving him shit. And his girl with him is Ace's sister. Because like he goes, what's up, sis? Like and she's like, hey, you know, and then she's like embarrassed and he's embarrassed. Like they're both kind of saying, this dude's just being a dick, right?
Right.
He goes, he looks at him, he goes, man, it's sad to see another nigga in the family not making money, you know what I'm saying? And then right then the older guy that goes, the older Mr. Pip guy says something to him. He goes, you got something to do here, young man? Like he clearly doesn't like him. Right. You know what I mean? And then he ignores him. He goes, hey, yo, Junior, you ever want to get out, make some real money? And then the sister stop. She goes, Calvin, stop. And then he looks at her, he goes, bitch, what did I say about fucking talking to me? And this is in front of, and then the Mr. Pip guy goes, hey, relax, brother. And he looks at him like he's about to do something crazy. And then he calms himself and he talks more shit to Ace, like to Junior. He's like, all right, Junior, I'll see you later, motherfucker. Clean yourself up, nigga, you know, and then he leaves, right? And then the Ace dude's just kind of looking at him. He kills this role, by the way. He didn't say much. He's kind of looking at him quietly. And then he goes, see his monkey ass, the older guy goes, his monkey ass never worked a day in his life. Now he's got all that money, don't know how to act with it. But hope your sister knows, with a fool like that, only a matter of time. Right? Cuts to, you see a little kid, he's cleaning Nikes. He's like cleaning with a toothbrush, right? And then Mekhi Phifer, Mitch walks up and he goes, let me take a look at that kid. And now Mitch looks balled out. Now, you know how Ace, now he looks all bummy now.
Right.
Right? Because he's now working at the cleaners, blah, blah, blah. The Mitch dude looks the same. He looks fly as fuck, drug, you know what I mean? And he's showing the kid how to properly clean Nikes and like clearly like a mentor to this kid, right? And they're like talking to each other. And then right then Ace knocks on the door and he drops off some clothes. And then the Mitch guy goes, he calls out his sister. He's like, Keisha, Ace is here. Ace is here. Hey, Boogie's here. That's what he called her. Hey, Boogie's here. And then she comes out, his sister, Keisha, who you remember earlier when he was like, Keisha's having a baby, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, shit.
So this is her. This is he's like, Ace is here, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, man, don't call. He's like nervous, right? She comes out. It's Regina Hall. Scary Movie, Girls Trip.
Okay.
Her. Like,
okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Okay.
She's young as fucking this.
Okay.
Right? So she comes out and she sees him and she gets all shy too. You know what I mean? And then they kind of like they start flirting, right? And then he goes, I gotta leave to drop off more deliveries. So him and Mitch, they both leave. So they show Mitch making his rounds and he's collecting money from drug dealers, from niggas on the corner. Right. Like you tell, he's a top dog. Like he's going around getting money from people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they show Ace and he's just dropping off clothes. Okay. So right then, Ace is dropping off one clothes over one guy and he's about to leave. This smooth Mexican guy opens a door right to this crappy apartment. He opens the door and he goes, hey, my friend. He goes, can you do me a small favor? You're the laundryman. You're the cleaner, yes? And then Ace is like, yeah, like kind of nervous. He's like, oh, come in. I need favor. And Ace is looking at him. And then he goes in and the apartment's crazy nice. Like multi-millionaire. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is this in the project?
Yeah, living here.
Yeah, like this doesn't make any sense. And then the guy's like dressed really clean and he's smooth. He's real smooth, the Mexican dude. You know what I mean? And he goes, hey, what's your name, my friend? And then he goes, Ace. He goes, Cito. And he goes, you live in the neighborhood, yes? And then he's like, Ace is like, yeah, I do. And he's like, I gotta go, man. He's like, hold on. And then he hands him some money, right? And he goes, you're friends with the dealer, yes? Ace looks at him. And he goes, why don't you take him to a movie? Tell him to come. Ace is like, what? Right? And then he goes, what's your name? He goes, I'm Lulu. Lulu? What kind of name is Lulu? I don't know. And he starts laughing all crazy, right?
Yeah. Yo, what? I don't like this. But I wanted to feel good. This is so unsettling.
So, Ace and the little kid the little Sonny kid now, right? That Mitch was mentoring. Right. They're out playing basketball. So cut to this a different day. Now they're out playing basketball, right? And Mitch pulls up on him in this dope ass blue motorcycle. So cool looking. And they all freak out. They're like, whoa, look at that fucking, how'd you get that? You know? And then they like Ace he's looking at Mitch and he's just smiling hard, right? And then and Mitch goes, what you looking at, dog? And he's like, damn, man, you shining, man. I see the Rolex. I see, everything. You just look clean. And then he's like, why don't you come to work with me, man? Come work with me then, motherfucker. And he's like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. That's you. That's your life. And he goes, yeah, you're right. Money is me. That does look good on me. Like, and they laugh, right? And then he goes, don't worry, Ace. You'll have a chain of cleaners one day, right? Huh? You'll be the George Jefferson of the hood. And then and then Ace smiles. He goes, man, 10 years, we're going to have matching Benzes. And then Mitch goes, 10 years? Try 10 days, nigga. And Ace looks at him. He goes, 10. He's like, what? His face is just like, what?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. So.
Also, Mitch doesn't seem like the type of guy who has a 10-year plan.
I don't think any of these guys do.
Yeah. This is not, these guys aren't planning for the future.
Not at all.
No.
So you see the asshole guy earlier that was talking shit, the Calvin dude. Was talking shit to him. So you see him at the bottom of this apartment. He's slanging drugs. He's selling. And then Ace comes in. Ace tries to ignore him and go up the stairs. And he goes, hey, come here for a minute. And then Ace looks at him. He's like, what? And he's like, what? And then the Calvin guy goes, what? Fuck, you heard me, nigga. Come here. And Ace, and he comes back down, And he goes, you talking to Mitch's sister, right? Keisha. And then Ace is like, yeah. He goes, that's cool. You hitting that yet? And then Ace tries to walk away and he goes, look at you, man. You ain't even hitting that. You know why? Because look at you, you broke nigga, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, you need to, I'm telling you, man, you need to be like me. You know, you see them Jones and motherfuckers that just left? That's my clientele. You understand that? You know how much I make? And he was like, I don't know, nigga, $200? He goes, try $800 in one day, bitch. This is 1986.
Yeah.
All right? $800 in one day. And he holds out a fat wad. Right? And he's like, damn. And then he holds out a bunch of cocaine vials, like little vials, right? And he's like, I sell these 100 a pop. 100 a pop. You understand that? You know? And he's looking at him. He's like, okay. And then he goes, only real niggas fuck with this. And with this kind of money, and he's looking at the shit, he goes, your girl suck your dick all day. And then he walks off. He's like, man, get the fuck out of here. Because he's talking about his sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like, get out of here. He walks up, he goes upstairs. So they go in the house, and then their mom is clearly, like, she's cooking, and then he walks in, she's like, hey, baby. And then Calvin walks in behind her, and she hates you immediately. I fucking hate this guy. You know what I'm saying? So they walk in, and then the Calvin dude sits at the table like this. And he just pulls out that fat wad and just starts counting it slow. Right? It's real disrespectful. Like, takes about half of it, and then goes, there you go, Miss Billups, get you some groceries. Right? Like, just a dick. And then she goes, oh, thanks, Calvin. Like, she has to accept it because she needs it, which is even worse.
Yeah. Oof.
You know, the acting in this is great because it makes you just.
He's got
Calvin.
power.
Yeah, dude. So,
is Calvin played by anyone I recognize?
Yeah, he's you've seen him in small roles and a bunch of stuff. Okay. Every person in this you'd recognize.
Okay.
It's crazy how they got all these people.
Okay.
So, but he's not a name, you know.
No.
So, right then.
But I bet his mom is very proud of him.
Bet she's so proud.
Yeah,
very proud. He tells right then that they're about to start eating, right? And then he tells her sis, hey, don't eat that. We about to leave. And then she's like, where we go? Go where? Where we going? He goes, we eating out. Miss Billups, I'm going to take your daughter. We're going to go eat somewhere nicer. Right, just, you know what I mean? Real cold. That's a dick move, bro. Right when we're about to start eating. It's like, you know, that's some cold shit to do. And then she's just looking at him and she's like, okay, Calvin, can you step outside so I can talk to my daughter for a second? And he's like, yeah. And then he walks out. And then she doesn't, bro, this is a great scene. She doesn't say anything. She just looks at the daughter. And the daughter's like, and then the Ace just goes, you stupid. Seen it. They don't I love it. They did a great job. They don't show, they just, you know. So, next scene, Ace is back working at the cleaners, all right? Mr. Pip, old guy, is going off about it because he walks in and Ace is blasting rap music, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, man, you blah, 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 you gonna work on my job, you gonna listen to the music I wanna hear, blah, blah, blah. He's going off. So as he's going off, Ace is going through pants and he finds a huge rock of cocaine, like a huge rock like this. And he's like, right? And he looks, he's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then right then he sees Mitch rolls by. Mitch rolls by in a car and he like, by the window. And he's like, oh shit. And then he's like, he runs out and he's like, Mitch. And Mitch has a brand new clean BMW. Like he just said he was gonna get. Okay. You know what I mean? And or Benz. And then he's like, bro, this looks like a fucking spaceship, man. And then he's like, let me take you for a spin. And then Ace is like, nah, man, I gotta go make drop-offs. He's like, me too, B. You think I ain't gotta make drop-offs, nigga? What you think I'm doing in the car? Get in, I ain't taking no for an answer. And he's like, fuck it. He gets in, right? And then they start going down the street. They start going down the street like in slow-mo. And everyone's freaking out. Like it's like all slow motion though. And then you see Ace just kind of like taking it all in. And then Mitch is just loving it. You know, it's all slow-mo, real cool shot. You know what I mean? And so they go right then at the last second of it, Dame Dash, like the actual Dame Dash, who Jay-Z and Dame Dash were the producers of this movie, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Dame Dash pulls up. Yeah, this is crazy. Dame Dash pulls up, and then him and Mitch start talking shit to each other. And he's talking like, look at your broke ass nigga in the backseat, man. If you were real rich, you'd get your boy some clothes. And they're all laughing and shit. And he's like, nigga, look at that weak ass car. He's like, nigga, this is my Thursday car. Come talk to me Saturday. That's the nice car. You know, just like they're just talking fly shit to each other, right?
Yeah.
And then they go into a convenience store. They drive off. They go into a convenience store. And this old guy tries to say what's up to Mitch, to Mekhi. He tries to say what's up to him. And he just ignores him completely and then says what's up to another guy, right? And the old guy, like you see him get mad. Like the camera stays on him. So you see him like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And then as this is happening, Ace goes upstairs and he returns the big cocaine rock to Lulu. And then Lulu looks at him. He goes, "You always return everything in the laundry." And then he's like, "No." And then he looks at him and goes, "Hey, you find something, you keep it. That's yours." And then Ace goes, "Oh, but what about this?" And then Lulu goes, "That's nothing. Keep it." He goes, "That's nothing. Next time you find it, just keep it." And then he goes, Ace goes, "Oh, so you're not a drug dealer?" And he laughs. And he goes, "I'm not." Cut. All right. Cut back to downstairs. Dude, I know the Lulu character's the best. Come back to downstairs. The old guy
Is this Lulu guy?
The old guy in the store is now talking shit to Mitch, the one who he
Right.
didn't shake his hand. Now he's like talking shit. Money making Mitch. Think you better than us, nigga. You got money, you know? And then Mitch is
Yeah.
like, fucking whine, obviously.
Yeah. Duh. I have a Benz. You're drunk in front of a store.
Get away from me.
Yeah. What?
And so he goes, "Hey, it's all good, Ice." Like just trying to ignore him. Cuts back to Ace upstairs, and Ace tells him, he goes, Ace is looking at the Lulu, and he's like, "Man, you dress nice." And then the Lulu guy goes, "So do your friends?" And he goes, "Nah, but they're loud nice. You dress nice." Right? And Lulu smiles. And then he goes, "And you don't have a car." And then Lulu goes, "And why would I need a car?" Cut back. All right? Ice is keep talking shit. He's talking shit to Mitch now. He's just like, "You ain't shit, blah, blah, blah." He gets pissed. And then he goes, "Man, why don't you let me loan me some money? You know I need it." And then Mitch goes, "I'm broke, man." And he goes, "You got money, motherfucker. You got money." And then Mitch walks out the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as that happens, he looks at the little Sonny, the young guy that the Mitch mentors kind of.
Oh, yeah.
You know, his like little brother or nephew, something like that. He's playing like Pac-Man or something with the things. And then Ice is looking at the kid evil. He's like, "Money making Mitch." He's just looking at the kid really evil, like, all right. Cut 2. Yeah, this movie's dark, bro. Like, what the, and it's slow. Love it. Only an hour and a half, though. 90
Really?
minutes. Yeah. Tight.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's just underrated. It's just nobody knows about it because it's just like a cult classic kind of movie.
Yeah. How is this moving that fast?
Dude.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, hour and a half, this whole movie.
Keep
Tight.
going. I have to watch this. I have to listen to this little kid die or some shit. So just keep going. I'm preparing myself. This is awful.
Because it's like, yo, happen. I know you're like, yo, why won't shit just happen? I know it's going to. That's how I felt for old boys. Go fuck yourself.
All right.
So
So we're back in the apartment with Lulu.
no.
Oh, not even that.
Mm-mm. So we're back in the car now with Mitch and Ace. Okay.
Okay.
And so we don't even get to see how the Lulu thing ends. So Mitch hits a cool button.
Is Sonny in the car with them as well?
No. Just him, Mitch and Ace.
All right.
He hits a cool button in a secret compartment, like some James Bond shit opens up right in the car, and like a big wad of cash and a gun pop out.
Mhm.
You know. And then he's like, "Damn, nigga, who you, James Bond?" Blah, blah, blah. You know? And then right then, Ace shows him the big rock that Lulu let him keep.
Mhm.
And then Mitch looks at him and he goes, "What's that?" And then Ace is like, "You tell me." And then Mitch is like, "It looks like Coke, nigga." And then he goes, and then Ace kind of looks at him like, "What do you want to do?" And he goes, "You never say shit, B. And then all of a sudden you come out the blue with some Coke. You the most quiet nigga in the world, you know?" And he kind of like smiles. And then he goes, "Listen, man, I ain't fucking with Coke, all right? You want to deal with Coke, talk to Calvin. That's his thing, you know?" And then he goes, "Man, and then Ace goes, "I ain't talking to him, man. He's fucking dumb." And then Mitch laughs. Like, yeah, that guy is dumb,
Yeah.
you know? And then and he looks at Ace, and Ace is kind of just looking at him. And he goes, "Man, I'm just trying to picture Mr. Jefferson hustling in the streets. I can't even see you doing it, you know?" And then he goes, "Man, I'm just watching you. You know, you really out here making money, man. I'm just trying to be like you, Mitch." And then Mitch goes, "Man," like talks more shit to him. Like, "Yeah, you want to be like me, but blah, blah, blah. This life ain't for you. You know what I mean? You ain't really about this. What this is real. It's crazy. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
Like,
I have a hidden compartment with a gun in it.
yeah, shit's for real in these motherfucking streets. You know what I'm saying? And so they go into a club, right? And then right when Mitch walks in, he gets love from everybody. Everybody, Mitch is in the club. You know, women are all looking at him. And then the voiceover, he goes, "Man, Mitch was a real star. And when the lights caught him, he always looked good." And then it's like him in the club and just him walking through slow-mo and everybody's just like, man, you know, they love this guy, right? And then he goes, "Man, he got love from everybody. I mean, everybody." Fades out. It fades back in. Mitch is coming home late that night. All right, he's walking in the house. The Ice guy, remember the guy he was arguing with earlier? He's in the house. And he looks at him. He stops. And the ice guy's kind of looking at him. And then he goes in a room, and he's just fucking looking at him. They're just looking at each other, bro. It's for a second. And then he closes the door slow, right? And then right then Sonny wakes up, and he's like, shh, go back to bed, little man. And then this is a great
So the ice
shot.
guy's in his house?
He's in the house. So they know each other. They're family. But we'll get into that. So, yo. I know, bro. They don't, it's slow. Everything, they don't let you know. I mean, I'll give you that, but you don't really find that out till later. You know what I mean? You're just wondering, what the fuck is he doing now? And there's clearly an animosity, but he's allowed there. You know what I'm saying? So, Sonny wakes up and he goes, go to bed, Sonny. And right then, it's a great shot of like, and I wrote this down, it's a great shot of how, I guess, sad the end of a drug dealer's day really is. Because this scene's really long. It's probably like 2 or 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. There's no words. It's just him calmly taking off all of his jewelry, the beeper, in this cramped room, and it's really tight, and he's putting all his stuff away, and he's sitting there, and he's not sad. It's just his face, it is what it is. Does that make sense? It just looks like a real representation of like, damn, that is how it would look for you. You got all this money, you got everything, but like the end of the day, bro, it's fucking sucks. Like you're not comfortable.
No.
You're like, you're nervous. You know what I mean? You're fucking just like always on edge. He's just on edge. You're just always on edge, man. Yeah. And then he falls, he doesn't even go to sleep. He just leans back on the bed and he stares at the door like that. Basically like looking through it. You see him like looking through it at the ice guy. And that's it. He doesn't even go to sleep. And then it just fades like that. Just intense. You know what I mean? Real intense. So, Lucky, you hear somebody go, Lucky, you're up. You working today? Lucky, you working today? And then you see Ace wake up and he goes, hey, don't call me Lucky, Mom. Don't call me that. And she goes, but that's your nickname since you were a kid. I've always called you Lucky, blah, blah, blah. He's like, listen, I got to go to work, this bullshit-ass cleaner job. I don't feel lucky today, all right? Just can you call me Ace? I don't want to be Lucky anymore. And she's like, okay. And he's like, thanks, Mom. And he leaves, right? He's kind of bummed out. So he goes to work and he like hides the drugs. He hides these drugs in a corner, right?
Right.
The drugs he has in a corner. The little rock that he had to do. And then Mr. Pip comes in, right? And he right when he comes in, he goes, hey, you heard about your sister's boy? Her boyfriend? And he goes, nah. Yeah, he got busted by the cops, old Calvin. And then Ace shrugs like, fuck him, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? And then he goes, he was dealing right in front of your building, you know? And he's like, can't do that shit. He's like, can't do shit with all that cash you had now. And then right then cuts to later that night and Calvin's coming home. And at the apartment is the Jones, is like a Jones and guy clearly waiting on a drug dealer. So he walks in and then he goes, hey man, yo chief, you seen Calvin? And then Ace goes, nah man, he got locked up. And the guy goes, damn. You taking his place? And then Ace doesn't say anything. And then the guy goes, man, fuck it. And he goes to walk out. And then he goes, Ace goes, hold up. What you looking for? And then the guy goes, just one, man, just one. And he's like, okay. And he starts looking in all his pockets. And then he pulls out that big rock. It's a huge rock, right? And the guy's like, fuck is that? And he goes, one. And the guy's like, it's the biggest rock I've ever seen, man. How much you want for it? And he's like, 100. And the guy's like, and he takes some of it. He's like, God damn, it's way better than Calvin shit. God damn. And the guy, he's like, yeah. And the dude looks at him, he goes, hey man, can I come back to you tomorrow? Like, you know, for more? And then he goes, yeah, but not here, across the street. And the guy's like, all right, cool, man, cool, thanks. And then Ace is kind of like, he's got the money, and his face is kind of like, you know, just like a little rush. You see it, you know what I mean? And then cuts, that's it. So cuts now back to him, and he's talking with Lulu, just like this. They're at a table, and and he's like sitting, and Lulu goes, okay, you know what this is? And he lays down a big thing of Coke. And he goes, yeah, that's Coke. He goes, but that's a kilo of Coke. And then Ace goes, okay, how much is that worth? And he goes, 25,000. And then Ace is like, damn. He goes, not damn, damn good, understand? And he laughs, and Lulu says, you know that shit they sell on the street, that's garbage. This is the best product you can get, you know? And he goes, and you'll be the only one holding this. And he tells him, he goes, when every kilo you sell, you get 7,000. He goes, every kilo you sell, 25,000, you get to keep 7,000. That's your keep, you know? And then Ace goes, okay, but what about my job? He goes, that's perfect. Everyone knows you. You're Ace the Cleaner. And he's like, oh, you know what I mean? And he goes,
his job is now up front, so he can now move around the city. That's smart.
So he goes, you're Ace the Cleaner. And then he goes, you forget about heroin, forget about everything else. This is the wave of the future, my friend. He goes, I'm going to give you 1/8 of a key. And he cuts off 1/8 of a key. And he goes, you see me in 4 days, okay? He gives it to him. So Ace is now rolling with Mitch. The next scene, Ace is now rolling with Mitch to collect because Mitch is now collecting from his guys, right? And some guy tells Mitch that, he doesn't have all the money. He's like, I'm sorry, Mitch, I ain't got all the money. I got robbed. And Mitch goes, what? By who? And the guy goes, by Duff. He goes, by Duff? Why the fuck would you let Duff rob you? And he goes, I didn't have my piece on me, man. He just caught me. He goes, what the fuck? And he starts going off on him, blah, blah, blah. And his other 3 dudes are there with him, right? And he's going off, you bitch ass niggas let a nigga get robbed. And y'all just standing here, ain't nothing, doing nothing about it. He goes, that's it. Y'all get no money until you find him. You hear me? You get no money until you find that man, period. Go find him right now, motherfucker. And then he's mad. And the guy like walks off all scared, right? So cuts to the next scene. Ace is now in the movie theaters. And the movie theater's going crazy, going nuts. Like everybody's throwing popcorn. People are just standing out their seats. Oh, shit. And then he goes, shit went crazy when Scarface came out. Scarface reference in the movie, okay? So they're all watching Scarface, and Ace is watching it like this. You know what I mean? Just like, he's like, man, it was crazy to see somebody from the projects come out like that. Somebody that came with nothing, and he gets into something, and it's the last scene of Scarface. The hey, hello to my little friend. It's that scene, right?
Yeah.
And so as that scene is happening, it shows Mitch, and he's pulling up with the young kids, and they're all dressed in black, and they got hoodies on and shit. And then they're pulling up on some, and you see the guys, and they're pointing. It's like, oh, that's the guy that robbed him. You know what I mean? And they're like, all right. And then you cuts back to him in the movie. And then cockroaches. Huh? Fucking, you want to play? Want to play it off? Okay. And then it cuts back to Mitch, and he's cocking the gun, and they all go outside, and they run around the car. Say hello to my little friend. And then right as you see Scarface about to shoot, it cuts back to Mitch, and then pow, 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 pow. They're shooting these guys that robbed him, right? And then they walk up on him, and then Mitch looks at the young guy, and he goes, and then the guy goes, pow, shoots him in the head. You know? Mitch is it cuts to a freeze frame and them looking at Mitch and the young guy, and they're looking gangster as fuck. And then you go, Mitch ended up doing some time for that. Now I'm in the game all by myself, like Scarface. Cuts. All right.
Okay.
So, Mr. Pip is sitting in the cleaner, and he's like this. Ace walks in. And right as Ace walks in, he pulls out that rock, the huge rock that Lulu gave him. He goes, what the fuck is this? And then Ace goes, doesn't say anything, just shrugs. And he goes, I dropped something behind the counter, and that's what I find? This yours? And he goes, man, it ain't even like that, Mr. Pip. Then what's it like? It ain't none of your business, Mr. Pip. This is my store. It's my business.
It's fair.
You know? You're like, you gonna sell shit out of my store? Anything in here is my business. And he goes, fuck it, man, I'll take it. And he grabs it, and he goes, oh, well, check you out. So you know something Calvin didn't know, huh? You the big bad drug dealer now, huh? And he goes, and right as he keeps trying to yell at him, he interrupts. He goes, man, look, I want my $75 that you owe me on Friday. And then Mr. Pip notices he sees like I don't give a fuck in his face. And he goes, man, just get out of here. And he leaves. So Ace is, he goes up to this black girl's door, right? He knocks, she answers, and he goes, she's like, hey, what's up, Ace? Blah, blah, blah. It's been a minute. He's like, yeah, it's good to see you too. He goes, hey, you want to make some money? She's like, yeah, come in. So they come in, the music kicks, and they start bottling the cocaine. They bottling up, and then the voiceover kicks in. He goes, man, we were selling our shit for $50 a pop instead of $100. He goes, and then they show a montage of them getting all this money. He said, I figured it sold cheaper, so it sold faster, and I took everyone's customers away. You know what I mean? Montage going. They're just You just hear cash. You hear cash. You just see them cocaine, and just moving. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
And so
That was quick.
he goes, yeah. Oh, he goes, I was wholesale on the streets. Understand? In the end, I made more money. Lulu got his return always, immediately. And he goes, and I didn't do it alone. I put everybody on. Streets were happy. Everyone could eat. Dealing, and he goes, and dealing, it was all right. And then it shows him backing out with this clean ass blue BMW, and then a silver one, and then a black one. You know what I mean? Like
Jesus.
He shows trash rooms, a room, trash bags full of money.
Jesus.
Trash bags full in the whole room. So they're killed. He's that guy now. Okay, just that fast.
Yeah, not paying his taxes.
Not paying his taxes. Not paying his dues.
Yeah, right. He got it really quickly.
Got in real quick.
Yeah, you don't know the real toughness it takes to go up the hard way.
But he's quiet about it.
Mm.
Everyone just knows him as Ace the Cleaner.
So he has all the, but he's still flashy. He has a bunch of cars.
But we'll see. So,
All right.
so he's counting. He's like, bro, they're so much money, right? So they show Mitch in prison, and then everyone in the prison has eyes on him. All the other niggas in the prison, they're all looking at Mitch, and then he goes, man, everyone. And you hear the voiceover in prison. Everyone knew Mitch was first to get on when he got out, so a lot of people had eyes on him.
What does that mean?
That means he's first to get on, which means everyone in prison knows that I'm the new guy. Everyone knows that he's my boy.
Okay.
So that means when he gets out, he's going to be one of the first guys to be a top drug dealer.
Again.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He's first in line.
Okay.
So it's good to get in with this guy or have a beef with this guy. You know what I mean? But it just now makes him a target in prison.
Yeah.
So like everybody's looking at Mitch, okay? And so they show our third lead for the first time. They show Rico. And he also is in prison. He's looking at Mitch from way in the back. He's just kind of eyeing him. All right. And right then they show Mitch. He goes up. He gets on the phone. He's on the phone with somebody. And then this other tough ass dude goes, "Hey, get the fuck off the phone, man. I want to use it." And then Mitch turns slowly. And the guy goes, "Hey, you heard me, motherfucker. I said get off the phone." And then right then the Rico dude, you see him. He gets up from his table. And he starts running from across the prison, right? And then Mitch fucking hits the guy. Bam! And then him and the guy are about to start fighting, right? And then right then Rico runs up. He pulls out a fucking shank. Gets the guy's throat. The guy's, and then him and Mitch start beating the shit out this other dude. All right? And Rico and Mitch is just looking at him like, who the fuck is this guy? As they're stomping a guy, which is really funny. He's like, who? You know? And Rico's just like, fuck you, nigga. Yeah. You know?
Oh, God. I hate throat stuff.
Dude.
I hate throat stuff.
So someone is now they're cut to back outside prison, and someone's telling Ace the story outside of prison. This guy named Capone, in real life, a guy named Capone. He's a rapper too, you know what I mean? But in the movie, he's telling Ace what happened in the prison, right? So Ace can't believe it. He's like, damn, man. So who's this guy that helped him? And then the guy was like, some guy named Rico, man. It's Puerto Rican cat. Apparently this nigga's the wildest nigga ever, man, blah, blah, blah. And then he gives Ace love, and then he leaves, right? Cuts back to them in prison. Rico and Mitch are talking inside.
Right.
All right? And Rico's telling him, "Hey, bro, anything you need in here, man, I got you, bro. That's why I'm here, bro." He tells him, and he goes, "Well, where are you from?" And then Rico, the camera just starts talking. He's just this fast talking Puerto Rican, like just a fast talking nigga that, like, you know what I mean, New York. You know, I'm from ever, a little bit of here, a little bit of here, nigga. But you know, I get down, nigga. I do whatever I need to do to make the money, nigga. I do whatever. You can just tell he's just that kind of guy, like,
right.
You know, like, okay, this guy's a little on edge. So Ace right then gets a page. Him and Keisha are out at dinner. Him and Regina Hall are out at dinner. He gets a page. He looks at it and he ignores it. And then she goes, "Who that?" And he goes, "I don't know the number." And she goes, "Mm-hmm." And he goes, "Oh, here comes the bullshit." And then right then he starts flirting with her. He's like, "Well, you always think I'm up to something, blah, blah, blah." And then he gets over and he sits on her side of the booth. And then she goes, "It's just," she goes, "Why weren't you?" She goes, "You all up on me now, but why weren't you on me in the club a second ago?" And then he goes, "Because that's just not my scene. I don't like the club. All flashy. Everyone always looking at me and shit. That's just not me." And then she goes, "You just boring, that's all." And he goes, and he pulls out a huge wad of cash, sets it on the table. And he goes, "That ain't boring. Is that boring?" And she goes, "Oh, big shit. I ain't impressed by that." She knocks it over. She goes, "I'm with you because I'm boring too." And he's like, "All right." And then she goes, "Now give me that fucking money." And then they smile and they kiss, right? So cuts back to Ace is hanging out in this car, right? And some guy walks up and he goes, some corny ass looking these two dudes, and they go, "Yo, you're Ace, right?" Yo, these two black guys, they're like, "Yo, what's up, Ace, man? We heard you got that butter, dude. Heard you got the butter, man." And he's looking at him, and he's like, "Man," he looks at this guy, he goes, "Bro, these dudes corny as shit, man." He's like, "Hey, man, we just doing our thing right here, man. Why don't you guys just move along?" You know, and he's like, all right, Ace, man, I heard you got the stuff, dude. So if you ever need to get it off, man, I'm the guy to talk to. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then the guy walks off, right? And then Ace's voiceover comes in. He goes, man, those two weirdos, I knew they were either the stick-up kids or they were feds. Way too corny.
What are stick-up kids?
Stick-up kids mean they're just setting you up to rob you.
Oh.
So right then, cuts to Lulu. Lulu, money bags. Door opens. Ace comes into Lulu's place, and it's the shot at Ace, right? And then he comes in, and he's like that, right? Cut to Ace is now pulling up outside of a little restaurant, all right? They did a great job with the pacing of this movie, man.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to Lulu?
Right? So they cut to, he's outside this little restaurant. He walks in real slow with a big bag, and he looks terrified, right? And it's just these two Mexican dudes sitting at this one table in the corner. That's it. And another Mexican dude sitting at another table like a little away from him, just kind of watching. And then he approaches, and then finally the little Mexican dude, like when he gets close enough, jumps up and grabs him. Let's go to some, huh? And he looks at him, and then Ace he has his hands up. And he goes, I'm here about Lulu. And then the guys, they all look at him, the three Mexican dudes, and then it cuts back to Lulu, and he's shot dead in the head in the apartment. All right? And Ace is like, and then it cuts back to him in the restaurant, and he goes, someone killed him, and I found him. And then they go, then why'd you come here? Right? The guy goes real calmly. And then they show Ace, and he's going through Lulu's whole place, and he's collecting all the cocaine. He's putting it in a bag, right? All this cocaine, just kilo. You know what I mean? He goes, we did a lot of business together, and he brought me here once before, and I just, I figured I should bring it to y'all. And then the guy goes, how much is in the bag? And he goes, 200 long. It's 200 kilos. It's insane, and the guy goes, why not keep it? Like you're an idiot, Yeah. And he goes, no, man. And he hands it to him. He goes, no, I just ain't like that, man. And then he reaches in his pocket to grab something, and then right then the little Mexican nigga pulls out a gun, puts it right to his fucking head. He goes, hey, what are you doing? Huh? And then the guy goes, cámate, guado, cámate. And the guy still has the gun to his head, and Ace is like, and then he pulls out a bunch of diamonds. And then they go, all the three guys go, Lulu. And then they all smile, and they go, Lulu. He didn't like cash, diamonds, real estate, and rocks. That was Lulu's game. Cash, he always said it was too bulky.
That's fair,
right?
Yeah.
So right then it kind of cuts a second, and then it fast forwards in time a little bit, and then goes to the guy, and he goes, so let me get this straight. You give me all this stuff. It's not my birthday. What is it? And then he goes, well, I sold for him, so I was hoping that maybe since he's gone, maybe we can go on. And the guy looks at him for a while. You can handle 10 keys a week by yourself? Yeah, yes, sir. Okay. Fades away.
Jesus Christ, man, he's biting off a lot right now. Who
Dude.
killed Lulu?
Dude, so
Who killed Lulu? Huh?
see, the thing about the game is it don't
Tell
stop.
me about the game, Derek.
That's what he said. That's the voiceover. Literally, he's talking to you though, because I can tell you.
Tell me about the game, man.
It don't stop. No matter what, business always rolls up on you. So right then, Ace pulls up on some kids freaking out. They're like, "Oh, look at Rico! Look at Rico!" And he gets out his car, and then right then, you see a motorcycle do a crazy wheelie down the street. Fries right by him, right? And then he comes up, and then right then, it's the Rico guy, and he gets off his motorcycle, and he comes up to Ace. He goes, "You Ace, right?" He goes, "I'm Mitch's man, B. I'm Rico. You know what I'm saying? Any problems you need, let me know. Anything, let me know. And when Mitch get out, we're going to do some business together, right? That's what Mitch said. We're going to do business together." And then Ace is like, yeah, man. We'll see what's up. You know, real calm, right? So right then, the next scene, Mitch is now getting out. Mm-hmm. So it's cut to a little time. Months have passed. Mitch is getting out. Everyone's celebrating. "Oh, Mitch is out, baby. Mitch is out." Ace gives the Sonny kid a big wad of cash to go give to him. And then, he runs up and he holds Sonny. He's like, "Oh, you got the little man give me money now, nigga." And everybody's celebrating and shit. And then he goes up to Ace and he's like, "Oh, shit. Got your jewels shining, got a beeper, a Rolex." And he looks over, he's like, "That you?" And it's his brand new red BMW, so clean, top down. Like, "That's you?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Damn, man, that's my style right there." He's like, "That's your style, Mitch?" Like, "That's my style." And then he tosses him the keys. Like, "Well, why don't you hold on to that?" And Mitch is like,
Damn.
the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, who are you? You know? Brand new red BMW? And then he's like,
that's gangster as hell.
dude, that's so gangster.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, that's all you now, baby. You know, and then so he goes, oh man, so they keep celebrating, and then they drive down the street in slow-mo, and Mitch is just smiling, and it's like the scene from earlier. And then he goes, man, it felt good to see my man roll through Harlem with the top down. I just wanted to see my boy Mitch back on stage again. And then it's just like, and it's that same slow-mo shot, except Ace is like that, like happy about it, right? So they're talking in the car, and he goes, I saw your man Rico. I talked to him. And Mitch goes, yeah. And he tells him about how he had his back in prison and shit. And he goes, I think we should bring Rico in on what we're trying to do. And he's like, okay. You know, and then Mitch asks him, he's like, I think, he's like, the Millie tells him, he's like, yo, I want to sell keys. I want to get back in, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So right then Mitch goes home. Sonny asks Mitch about going to the club. He goes, hey, Mitch, when are you going to take me to the club? And Mitch looks at him. He's like 11-year-old kid. You know, he's like, take you to the club? Who told you about the club? Why would you want to go to the club? He goes, oh, Uncle Ice told me about the club. And he goes, don't listen to Ice. Fuck Ice. He ain't a real man. He don't take care of his family, all right? You just need to be concerned with school. That's all you need to be concerned with. You got me, Sonny? And he's like, all right. And then right then Rico comes out, right? Rico comes in and he says how Mitch goes, hey, how are things? You know, how are things, Rico? And Rico's like, oh, I'm liking it, man. Ace got me working the East Side. He's got me working it slow, blah, blah, blah. But man, I'm just, I want to expand, bro. There's more money to be made, blah, blah, blah. We need to expand to DC. These cats in DC, they keep hitting me up. They want, we need to be running DC now, not just Harlem. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll talk to Ace about it. He's like, yeah, talk to Ace, man. Talk to Ace. Let's make some fucking money. And then he looks at the Sonny guy and he's like, oh, what's up, Sonny? What's up, little nigga? And then Sonny's like, what's up, man? To the Rico guy, all right? So right then, next thing, Mitch is telling Ace everything about what Rico said about, let's take over DC and all this shit.
Ooh, always the expansion.
Ace immediately
that gets you in trouble.
Ace immediately is like, no. You already know how this movie goes. Yeah. Ace is like, no, we're not expanding. Harlem, that's our territory. Everything is perfect. We got everything set up. We're eating perfectly. It's a syndicate. You know what I mean? He's like, it's syndicate. Everything's paid off.
Right now, no one's on our case.
Everything is perfect. We're not expanding.
But you always need more.
Somebody always does, baby.
Yeah. Capitalism.
Doesn't just stop with white people.
All right, so he says no.
Said no.
Means Rico's about to do some shit on his own.
And then Mitch goes, no doubt. Like he's cool with it. Like, all right, Ace says no. All right. So the next scene, In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins is playing. I can literally just coming in the air tonight. Hold on. All right. That song really fits the vibe of this movie.
Yeah.
This song comes out of nowhere.
Well, because when I was thinking when you were describing this movie, I could not stop thinking about Phil Collins.
I know. You were like, yo, when is he going to...
Yeah, it's clearly...
Might as well be Lion King. Nope, Tarzan.
Yeah. Clearly a Phil Collins movie.
Yeah, he did the soundtrack.
Tarzan and Brother Bear.
Yeah, we did do Brother Bear.
Never seen that movie. Just know Phil Collins did the soundtrack.
Yeah, people say Sam told me that. Never seen it either. So... Right then, Phil Collins is playing, right? And then it's them it's a bunch of niggas on the corner. Remember that shot earlier? It's like that. It's that shot, right? Fancy cars, and it looks like that shot from the first shot of the movie. And everybody's hanging out, blah blah blah. Everyone has on bright gold jewelry. You know what I mean? Really bright gold jewelry. And then you hear a guy go, "Remember me, Junior?" And it's Calvin.
Oh shit!
Ace is like, gives him a hug, brings him in, gives him a big hug, right? He goes, you out, baby? Good to see you out. And then Calvin goes, man, fuck that. I heard you top dog now, And then Ace like, yeah, man, I'm just living and maintaining, And then he goes, niggas everywhere say you run the neighborhood. And he says it kind of loud, and then Ace kind of looks around and goes, welcome me. And calmly, and then the guy, you can tell just the power angle has shifted.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he walks with him over to the car. And then he tells him how this is how it's going to go down. He's like, I'll set you up at the corner, but you're going to let my man work it. You're not going to do anything, and you're just going to collect from him, all right? And you'll get a piece of the pie. Everybody eats. Everybody's fine. That's how it's going to go down. And then right then the Calvin guy's like, look, man, I don't do help, blah, blah, blah. But look at you, man. And he's eyeing his nice car and everything, blah, blah, blah. And then Ace says, listen, just trust me. do it how I'm saying it. We're all gonna eat. And then the Calvin guy's like, all right, cool, you know. And then he calls him Jesus. All right, cool, Junior. And he's like, all right, Ace. He looks at him. He goes, don't call me Junior, call me Ace. And he's like, okay. You know, like you can see it, like it bugs him a little. You know, like all right.
Oh man, the guy getting out in the Sopranos. They have one of the.
I love this. I love gangster movies that relate to other gangster movies.
One of the seasons starts out with a bunch of guys getting out of jail, and so Tony's the boss now, right? A bunch of guys are getting out of jail, but they knew Tony when he was just a young kid coming up, and some of them can't deal with that power shift. And you see how he deals with it. It's pretty.
That's exactly what this is.
Exactly that is. Yeah, that's
exactly what this is.
Oh man, yeah.
And I love how they subtly, it's not over the top. It's real just with the name thing. You're like.
Same exact situation almost. They have what they call.
You call somebody, young, whatever.
How you talk to them. It's like, you don't talk to me like that no more. I'm the boss.
Respect your voice up a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or even when he was like, walk with me. That little, because you can see the dude, because remember earlier he told him to walk with him.
And he was like, nah. Yeah. Oh, man. That's why it took me back to that.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
Sign of something good. So.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
So the next day, Ace pulls up, right? And he pulls up on Rico. And Rico's pissed. And he's like, yo, this your nigga Wedge? This nigga Wedge your worker, man? And he's like, yeah. He's like, he tried to set you up, dog. And so Ace goes, what? And he gets out his car. And then they got some other dude. And it's a dude who's been standing next to Ace the whole movie. From the beginning scenes of the montage when they first started doing the drug and shit. And he's been with Ace the whole movie, all right?
Yeah.
And he goes, bro, you tried to set me up, dog? He goes, what's going on, my nigga? What's wrong? You ain't happy? And then the guy goes, I ain't eating, dog. And then Ace goes, you ain't eating? I set it up. Everybody's eating. Everybody fucking eats. I set it up that way. And then right then the Rico guy goes, no, motherfucker, you set up my man. You gonna set him up. And he starts going off way more than Ace now. Ace is like, yo. He's like, no, turn around, motherfucker. Turn around. And the guy's all scared. He turns around and he pulls out a gun and he shoots him in the ass. Pow! He's like, now get out of here. Get out of here. You done in the streets, motherfucker. No more money. You done. And then Ace is like, yo. He grabs it. Put that shit away, man. Put it away. And then the Rico guy's like, I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry, man. It's just niggas gonna know. They gonna respect us, man. Anything you need, I got you, boss. Anything you need, I'll do anything for you, nigga. I love you. And then and Ace is like, all right. And then he walks off and his face is like what? Almost what did I?
Yeah. What monster have I brought on?
Yeah. What am I doing? This is what am I doing? We're just shooting people in the streets now. What the fuck? I don't want to go to prison forever. Like this is how you do it.
Yeah.
By doing loud shit. You know.
He's a quiet guy.
So because think about it, he's running Harlem in less than a year.
Yeah, you don't need to push that kind of luck.
You're crazy lucky.
Yeah, you don't need to push that kind of luck.
So.
But then it wouldn't be a movie if you didn't, right?
So. In the club.
Oh, they're back in the club now? Do you ever figure out how he tries to set him up? Or he just says he's trying to set him up?
Who?
The Wedge guy.
No, you don't figure out. They just say.
Man, I would like to know.
So cut to Rico, right? And he's taking pics outside the club with like lots of guns and bad bitches, right? And he's yelling, he's being loud as shit. And then right then Ace is just looking at him from outside the club. And then as he's looking at him, the corny guys from earlier, remember those two corny guys? They come up again. And they're like, hey, yo, man, what's up, Ace? Just trying to see what's good again, bro. See if you got some stuff. Maybe we'll talk numbers or whatever. And then Ace is like, yo, man, it's like, I got your number. If I want to call you, I'll call you or something like that. He's like, all right, man, dog, just let us know if you need anything. And then Ace right then looks at another guy who's with him. And he goes, man, why your boys so nervous? And then the guy with him is like, no, they're cool, man, they're cool. It's like, no, man, they act like the feds. I don't like that shit. And then right then they go inside to the club, right? And in the club, Rico is now playing a video of him fucking a chick for the club.
Rico crazy
gun
as hell,
in hand, fucking her. Tits that he's like, yeah, nigga. And he's like, yeah, look at how I'm smashing this bitch. For everybody in the club, right? He's got jewelry on, he's got a bathrobe on, champagne, and it's like he's fucked up. Okay? And he's like, yeah, nigga, blah, 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 look at how we do, nigga. And then right then Ace walks up and he gets in his ear, he goes, hey man, you don't have to be broadcasting your fucking porno shit and taking pictures with guns and all that shit, man. We don't have to do all that. And then he's drunk, so he goes, that's how I do, nigga. That's just how I do. I'm living. What you doing? And then Ace goes, nigga, I'm living too. On the low. Okay? He goes, what you saying? Living? He was like, what you saying? I'm living, but I'm living and maintaining. Maintain. All right? He goes, everyone will eat. Everyone will get money. And everyone will be happy. We don't have to be on Front Street 24/7 doing shit like this. You know what I mean? And then right then he's getting loud, and Mitch comes over. He goes, "Hey, let's keep our voice down, fellas. All right, let's not get too heated." You know what I mean? Because everybody's starting to look at him now.
Right.
You know?
And that you don't want to show weakness in your organization.
Yeah, or exactly.
Yeah, you're.
They do this movie very well, very well. Yeah. And he goes, and the guy, and they all calm for a second, and then he goes, "All I'm saying is, we can calm down." And then the Rico guys, "All I'm saying is, I'm not everybody, B. All right." And he just keeps talking shit. And he goes, "Look, you understand me? I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do." And then Ace just walks away. He just walks off. As he walks off, this is a continuous shot, by the way. It's great. Calvin comes up and he goes, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second, Ace?" And Ace is like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" And then Calvin goes, "What's up with your man?" And Ace goes, "Rico?" And he goes, "Nah, this kid you got on my block, he's cool, but I don't need him." All right? And then Ace goes, "You're hot." And then the guy goes, "I'm hot," like with an attitude. And then Ace goes, "Yeah, nigga, you just got out." Now he's mad. So you just got out. What you take, he goes, and then the guy goes, that Calvin goes, "What you take me for, man? Your man Mitch just got out. You ain't ask him to lay low. You ain't him." Now Ace is yelling, "You ain't him. You just need to lay low. That's all you gotta do. I'm hooking you up. Is money in your pocket? Is there money in your pocket? Are you eating?" And then the guy's looking at him like the Calvin dude's like that, right? And then and he goes, "I put money in your pocket. You're fine. That's it." And then the guy goes, "I'ma deal my block." And then Ace goes, "No, you won't." Right? "You get busted. You fuck my shit up. I ain't having that." And then right then Rico notices. He comes over and he goes, and you see now he's like, "We got it." Like now he's got Ace's back. You know what I mean? He's like, "We got a problem." You know? And then Ace is like, "No, it's good." And then so he goes, "Listen, Calvin, either you take what I'm giving you take it, or you step off. That's it, period." You know? And then right then Rico loses it. "Tell this, fuck that. Step off, motherfucker. Fuck this Kermit the Frog looking motherfucker. You don't get shit, nigga. You done." And then now Ace is like, "Yo, hey. And he's like, "What?" And he's like, Rico, he's like, I got this. And then Calvin goes, "You know what? I'm going to step off. Your man's, he's real funny. He's a funny dude. And I'll see y'all later." He leaves.
God damn. How do we get, what?
How is this all in an hour and a half?
Yeah,
right?
how is this all in less than a year? Like, so much is happening.
So
your explanation's gonna be longer than the fucking movie.
So he goes, right then he goes, "Man, why am I always telling you to calm down?" And then Rico starts yelling, "You always telling me, man. You have soldiers. Why not have soldiers if you ain't gonna fucking use them?" And then Ace just walks up. He's like, "I'm done." Right? That night, he's getting in bed with Keisha. She's pregnant as fuck now. Okay? And he goes, she's like, he looks at the baby. He goes, "When we gonna have this kid?" And she goes, "As soon as you spend more time with me." And then they go back and forth about like how nice and boring that they want their life to be, right? And then they fall asleep. Okay? Mitch comes home, same night. Sonny is asleep on the couch, right? And he's looking at him, and he walks over, he goes, "What you doing out here, little man?" And then right then, Ice opens the door to the bathroom, and he's doing heroin. He's got the needle. He's like, "Hey, Sonny, who you talking to out there? Who's out there, Sonny?" Right? And then Mitch looks around, and he's so mad. And then the Sonny guy comes out, and he goes, just money-making Mitch. You know? And he goes, and then Mitch goes, "What the fuck you doing here, Ice?" And he goes, Ice, like, "You know what I'm here." He's like, "You live here, Ice? Huh?" And then Ice tries to walk away, and he fucking yanks, throws him on the wall. And he's fucking mad, and he goes, "I'm tired of seeing you come through these fucking doors, Ice. You getting high in front of Sonny? Huh? You getting high in front of Sonny?" And then he goes, "You sold me the drugs, bitch." And he goes, "Yeah, I sold them to you so you could sell them, not so you could use them. That's your fault. You fucked up. You're a junkie." And then the Sonny guy looks at him. He goes, "What, you think you special, nigga?"
The Ice guy, you mean?
Ice guy. Yeah, you think you special, nigga, because you buy groceries sometimes?
What a line.
You think you special, huh? You ain't supporting shit. Got a pocket full of money. You ain't give your mom no real money. Huh? You talk about Sonny. Money making Sonny. He gonna fall right in your footsteps. And then Mitch loses it. "Motherfucker, starts beating the shit out of him. Get out, Ice. Get out. I see you again. I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. I see you here again. You hear me? And he slams the door. He throws him out. And he's just breathing heavy. And then the Sonny kid, he's like scared in the corner. He's like, Sonny, come here, man. Come here. I'm sorry. And he hugs him. He's like, I'm sorry. We're going to get out of here, okay? I'm sorry. Cut to Mitch. He's sitting there. He's sitting by the basketball park. And he's watching Ace hoop. And he goes, Ace, man, we got a party tonight. And Ace is like, all right, yeah? And he's like, yeah, man, I need it. We got to do something, man. I need something. And he's like, all right, bro, I got you. All right? So cut to, they're at the clubs. They're taking pictures. It's the three of them, Mitch, Ace, Rico. All right? Dougie Fresh comes out. The guy was like, I don't know if you know, he's a rap. He's like a guy who like one of the famous people for beatboxing.
Okay.
Right? He actually comes out like in the movie for real. And like he's performing live at, at the club.
I got it. I believe you.
So, well, no, I'm setting the picture up for you.
Okay.
So he's performing live at the club, okay?
Okay.
And they're watching him. They're kind of like having a good time, the three of them, right? And they're wearing the outfits that they're wearing in the beginning of the movie when they're eating the Chinese food.
Okay.
Okay? So they're watching the Dougie Fresh concert and they're just looking at it, and they're kind of smiling and bopping with it. And then right then, money starts falling from the ceiling. All right? Ace looks up and he's happy. He's like, and he's watching everybody go crazy and he's loving it. He's like, almost like he did it. Like he's smiling. He's loving it, right? Rico is fucking pissed.
Really? Why?
They don't say, I'm telling you,
Okay.
You see the concert, you see their faces.
Okay.
That's the emotion.
Okay.
All right? Ace is like, and then Rico's, the fuck is this shit, man? He's pissed, right? Cut two. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's the first scene of the movie, all right? But it's being fast forwarded through.
Okay.
Okay? So but it's being fast forwarded through in slow motion. So it's like, you hear what they're saying in slow motion, but it's going really fast. That whole scene from the beginning.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So it's going. You see him now walking up to that door from the beginning of the movie, but now the camera angle isn't from the side; it's from behind him. So, you know what I'm saying? And so it's going, and then now when it gets up to the door, it cuts back to like real time. And you see him do the thing where and he opens the door. And now you see it. You see these three dudes, and he's fighting them. All right, they throw him up against the wall, and they start beating the shit out of him.
Right.
Now they're kicking him. They're fucking kicking him. They got the ski mask on. They're beating. They're kicking him. You know what I mean? They show these other two girls on the bed. Remember the two girls that helped him bag everything up in the montage?
Yeah.
Those two girls. They're now tied up on the bed, crying and screaming. Like that. All right. So the guy goes, "Open the safe, motherfucker! What's the combination to the safe?" And they throw him down by the safe. Okay. He goes, "It's too dark in here, man. I can't see shit. Get this nigga some light." You hear one of the guys say that, right? And Ace, he says that Ace peeks his head up. And then the guy goes, he hands him the light. And then the guy goes, "Man, open up that safe, motherfucker." And then Ace goes, "Calvin, why you doing this, man?" And then Calvin fucking takes his ski mask off. Bang! Right in his face, the gun. Pow! Oh! Shut the fuck up, motherfucker! Talking about my fucking name, huh? Shut the fuck up! And now he's fucking blood just gushing. All over me. Like how it really would look if you got hit with a fucking gun.
Right.
Which they don't do that in movies ever.
Yeah.
But this is really how it would look. You know what I mean? He's like, "Oh! Oh!" He's screaming, right? And then he goes, asking this, asking, what? Asking my name, motherfucker, huh? He goes, look at me, Ace. And he points the gun at the head of one of the girls laying on the bed. And she's like, "Ah, ah." And then he's like, huh? Think I'm some Kermit-looking motherfucker now, huh? He's like, huh? And he shoots, bang. And Ace goes, ah. And he look up and the girl's still alive. Huh? And he goes, next time, I won't miss. Open that safe. Ain't no money in the safe, bro. Or ain't no money. I got 100,000 in my house. You can have it all, man. If I can't see, I got blood in my eyes. Ah, And they go, get this nigga in the bathroom, clean him up. Then we gonna take you to your house, motherfucker. So they take him in, and they're cleaning up the blood on, like they're washing the blood out of his eyes in the bathroom, right? Holding the toothbrushes, it's a great shot, is a cup. cup says, "The world is yours," with the globe. Scarface. In Scarface, he buys a house. I think the famous shot, "The world is yours." That's the quote on Scarface. With the globe. You know what I mean? So it's just, but I love that it's like, but for Scarface, it was this mansion and a big globe out his house. This, a cup holding a toothbrush. You know what I mean? The world is yours. But it still said, "The world is yours, dog." And he's wiping, as he's wiping blood out his eyes, and he's looking at the cup, he's wiping the blood out his eyes, and then he hears the Calvin guy talking to the girls outside. He goes, "What's that fucking safe, bitch? Open that fucking combination of that safe, bitch. I know you know it. I don't know it." All right. You hear the music cut up, and it gets loud. Bang! You hear a gunshot. And you hear another woman screaming, right? And then Ace realizes what the fuck is going on, and he turns around, he just punches the dude. Just punches him. And now they're fighting, and he's got the gun, and the guy's trying to put the gun at him, and then he shoots, and it just grazes his forehead, barely. Ace pushes him down. The guy falls. He tries to run out. He starts running out the bathroom. He runs right into Calvin's gun. He's looking right at it, just barrel. Goes to black. Right through his head.
But he gets shot in the head?
Gets shot in the motherfucking dome, baby.
And he's still alive?
So, gets shot in the head. He's black. His eye opens up like this, right? He's looking on the bed. It's the two girls. They're dead. They're on the bed. They're dead. Blood just dripping off the bed. They're dead. He stands up. He walks over to the bed and then just falls. Okay. Cut to a baby, newborn baby. She was 7 pounds, and her daddy survived. All right? Only God and love kept me breathing after all those bullets. And I told myself when I could breathe without a tube, I'd breathe deep. Great line. That line always stuck with me as a kid. I could breathe without a tube, I'd breathe deep.
Jesus, this is so much.
So
much.
A guy right then, a guy pulls up on Rico, right? And he's asking for work. He's like, "Hey, yo, man, what's up? What's up? I need some work, nigga. You know, I'm dried up out here." And then the Rico guy goes, "Hey, we got nothing, man. Ain't nothing happening right now while Ace is down." You know? And then he goes, "So the world stops because your man gets shot?" And then Rico goes, "What you say, B?" And he goes, "Man, Calvin got y'all niggas shook." And the guy's trying to like drive up. He goes, "What? Calvin, what?" And he grabs, pow, hits him, and then fucking pulls him out the window with one arm. Bah, just starts beating the shit out of him. The guy, then he puts a gun to his throat. And the guy's like, he's like, "What'd you say about Calvin now, bitch? What'd you say about Calvin now?" And then he makes the guy strip butt naked and then run down the street.
You know what? I like it.
You deserve that. What you talking shit for?
Yeah,
what you talking shit for, dog?
You can't ask for a job and talk shit.
You ask for a job. You don't get it. You talk shit.
Can you imagine if you got rejected at McDonald's and be like, "Man, Burger King got y'all shook." The fuck are you talking about?
Burger King got y'all shook, you bitch ass.
Yeah, the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about, you idiot? You deserve all of that.
Yeah, McDonald's deserves to beat your ass.
Dude. So you hear the voiceover come in and it's Ace, and he's like, "The streets dried up real quick." Mm-hmm. And with Rico in charge, he showed nobody love. All right?
Why would you put Rico in charge?
He's not in charge, but with Rico, he's the only one. Him and Mitch are running. Rico now is at a higher position,
right?
You know what I mean? So, it's Rico's eating Chinese food, and he's in a hospital room, right? And he's talking to Ace, and he's like, "Hey, nigga, you all right? Niggas get shot every day. You all right? You tough, right?" And then he goes, "I'm out, Rico," and he's got a big fucking head wound. Another one on his neck, you know, he's all fucked up. He goes, "I'm out, Rico. Look at me. My body different. I'm breathing different. I'm done." You know? And then he goes, "Pull your skirt down, B. You know, you gonna give up all this shit? You know, blah, blah, blah. This is that life, nigga. You gonna give it up?" And then Mitch looks at him and goes, "Yo, man, we're on our last bricks, eh? The streets is dry. We gotta do something." And then Rico goes, "I know what floats A's boat. Look at this." And then he pulls out a chain. He goes, "Ace, you like that? Look at that." Ace is looking at it. And he goes, and then it cuts to, right? Calvin is arguing with this girl in a car. Right? And he's like, "Blah, blah, we ain't gonna go to that spot. We gonna go to this spot, blah, blah, blah." Rico rolls up on a motorcycle. "Hey, yo." And Calvin looks up. "What's popping, Kermit?" Pop, 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 pop. Shoots him like 5 times. Ah! And then he wheelies off like a badass. The wheelie is great. The wheelies off, right? And then Ace is looking at the fucking chain. And he's like, yeah, nigga, I laid the murder game down, B. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know we ain't fucking around now. And Ace is just looking terrified. He's just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Do you even know what you're doing? Don't have the feds coming up in this hospital room talking to me, man. Do you know what the fuck you're doing? Right, just panicking now, right? And then he goes, well, he's like, man, fuck all that. Why don't you just give me the connect and let us handle it? Let me and Mitch run things now. And then Rico goes off about how that he needs to give up the connect now, how crack is now moving in the streets and they're losing money because crack is this new epidemic and they're not on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta get on the crack thing.
Crazy. You do have to get on it.
It's the new thing, man. It's the new thing. It's the new
internet.
Yeah. You gotta be on the internet. It's like it's like when Instagram first came out. It's like, bro, if you got in there at the ground level,
big time.
Yeah.
So he goes, Rico tells him, tells Mitch to have Ace think on it, right? So Ace is talking to Mitch and he's telling him how Ace is saying how, man, Mitch, I was trying to stay out the spotlights of the club. I was trying to hide because it's all fake. This life, this game, there's no love in it. It don't love you back. And then Mitch says something great, which I love. He goes, I feel you, A. I do, man. But you see a nigga like me, I love the game. I love the hustle. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas like Magic or Bird. I mean, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. You don't have to play no more. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man? I'm still gonna get love out here? Love that line. Always love that line. If I leave, are they... Just from that perspective of a drug dealer, like, damn, that's how you view that world? But if that's all you know, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. You gotta do something in life, and that's the cards he got dealt.
And why not be and you're looking at it, well, I'm gonna be the best at it.
Yeah, why not play the cards the best I can?
Damn, bro. That's even heavier when you say it like that.
Yeah, So, yay.
So, right, and then he says all that, and then he goes, man, that's my gift in life, man. Heroin, coke. If a nigga can feel it, I can hustle it.
That's my gift
in life. If the nigga feels it, I can hustle it. And he goes, Ace starts laughing. He goes, what you laughing at? He goes, you just a hustling motherfucker, man. Jesus Christ. Like he says it like he's almost scared of him.
Yeah.
And he laughs and he goes, look, man, I'm gonna hook it up with the connect. I promise. We just gotta be patient. And then Mitch goes, all right, thank you. And then right then he gets a call. He goes, hello? What? Calm down. Calm down. What? Calm down. Take it easy. I'm on the way. Calm down. He runs out the hospital. He runs into a room. Sonny! A lady hands him a note. His mom hands him a note. What the fuck is this? She's crying. He reads it. Is this a joke? Where's Ice? What the fuck is that nigga? Ice! You told him not to come here no more. They said they want money or they gonna kill him. And he's like, what? And then she goes, just pay him, Mitch. He goes, just pay who? Pay. She goes, fuck who? You got the money, just pay him. He goes, let's just figure it out first. Calm down, let's figure it out. God damn, he's probably just at the arcade playing. I'm gonna go find him, all right? Let me just go find him. Wait, cuts a second. It's now Ace shows Ace, he's driving. Mitch is on the phone.
Ace is driving, so Ace is good enough to drive?
Yeah, he's driving. Yeah, that's what, he's driving, right? And Mitch gets a call. And he calls him, he's panicking. He goes, yo, man, they took Sonny, man. This shit is real. This is fucking real. They asking for $500,000, bro. It's a real note. They want real money, man, and they gonna kill him. All I got is $120,000 on me, dog. I need that connect, okay? I got you for this, man. Ace, you got to do this, man. And then Ace is like, all right, I help you. And he's like, man, this ain't for him, dog. This life ain't supposed to be for him, man. Cuts. Next day, Mitch is in the car and he's crying. He's talking to Ace. They jerked him, man. They fucking jerked him, Ace. This morning, they sent me his finger in a fucking envelope, man. Oh, bloody as shit. I don't know what to do, Ace. I feel naked out here, man. I don't know what to do. Think about how they got Sonny in some fucking building, man. Bleeding, fucking dying, nobody helping him. I'll tell you what, bro. I'm about to be on some real murder shit, nigga. Anybody who ever looked at me wrong, anybody who ever said anything, anybody who breathes, nigga, I'm fucking killing you. He's like panicking. I need him back. I need my little man. And the Ace says, look, I got 22 keys. I'm gonna give you 14. That'll pay for Sonny. The other 8 I gotta keep. I'll sell those back to pay the connect. He goes, all the money, he said, the 14 keys is in that bag. And Mitch is wiping his face. Thank you, man. Thank you. You fucking hear anything, man, you let me know. You need anything, because that's my little man too. You need anything, I got you. No doubt. And he like hits as he leaves the car, he like hits the headrest, right? Like later, right? He walks off. So you see Mitch pulling up to an abandoned looking apartment, right?
Yeah.
Fades to black.
Oh, Jesus.
Cut to the next day. Ace comes home. Keisha! He walks in the house and he looks over. She's in the living room crying. He drops. What's wrong? She doesn't say anything. Fuck! They found Sonny. No. They found Mitch. What? They found what? They got him. They shot Mitch in the head, baby. He's dead. And she starts screaming. He goes, what? One of the best. I go, what? What? He hits the wall. Fuck! And he drops down. Fades to black. Ace is now driving. He's just thinking. Just long shot him thinking. He's just driving, right? And then he goes, it's for a while, and then the voiceover kicks in. All I had was Mitch's voice in my head saying he was gonna meet up with Rico. He was meeting up with Rico that night. Cuts to Rico comes up, right? To that abandoned building that Mitch is at. And he goes, you know all my niggas are looking for your little Sonny too, right? And then Sonny's like, Mitch is like, yo, man, thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. He's like, yeah, bro, it's my little brother too, man. Anything you need, I got you, nigga. Anything. He's like, thank you, B. He's like, well, what I need is your help selling these keys. I got you. What do you need? He's like, no, I need help selling all 14 of these so I can get the ransom money back for Sonny. And then Rico goes, you got 14 bricks in that bag? He's like, yeah, I got 14 bricks in here. And, he's like, we gotta sell them to get Sonny back. Ace gave you 14 bricks? He's like, yeah, I got them from Ace. But listen, man, once we get the money back from the ransom, we're back on our grind. Me and you will take this shit to the top. Right then as he's talking, gun. Pow! Shoots Mitch in the stomach. Motherfucker! And he grabs his face like this, right? And he goes for his gun. And as he goes, he gets shot again. Pow! And he falls. And then Rico gets him off of him. He's looking at him. And then he grabs the bag with the 14 keys. Takes his gun out. Mitch is just looking at him like, pow! Right in his head. So it's back to Ace just driving. He's just thinking, right? So cuts to the next day. Ace is playing basketball on a basketball court. He's just kind of shooting around. Still hurting, but just kind of shooting, right? Rico walks up. And he goes, you all right, B? To Ace. And Ace is like, no, I'm fucked up, man. And then Rico's like, yeah, me too, B. We gonna murder the niggas who did that shit to him. You know that, right? And then Ace is like, yeah. But I gave Mitch a set of keys. And then Rico goes, keys? He goes, yeah, man. I gave him some keys. When he got killed, I know he had them on him, man. I got to get the money or I got to get the keys back because I got to pay the connect. And then Rico goes, yo, man, why didn't you call me? You know I'd have made those moves. Why didn't you just call me instead? Why'd you give them to him? And he goes, and Ace is like, I don't know. I guess I just fucked up. And then right then it cuts back to Mitch and he gets shot. Cuts back to that scene. And then it cuts back to the reality. And Ace goes, you talked to Mitch yesterday? And then Rico goes, man, I ain't talked to or see that nigga the whole day yesterday. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then it cuts back to them fighting and shit, right? Where Mitch grabs his face and he goes, and then it cuts back to reality. He goes, what happened to your face? And then you see like a cut on Rico's face. And then he goes, some bitch I was fucking last night, man, some wild bitch. And then Ace is like, yeah, you like them wild bitches. You videotaped that shit last night? You know, with that bitch? And then it cuts back to him coldly about to kill her. And then it cuts back to reality. And he's like, nah, I ain't videotaped that shit last night. And then Ace is like, yeah, okay. And then he goes, Ace goes, I kept another set of keys, but it's too hot for me to do anything with them. So I'm gonna need you to do this for me. I need you to sell these keys for me. And then once you do that, I'll intro you to the Connect. And then you guys are good, and I've been talking to these kids from out of town. I'll set you up with them. And then right then, as he's saying this, Rico gets a beep, like on his beeper. So he lifts up his shirt to check it, and there's a gun. He sees a gun. And Ace just gets nervous. He's just, yeah, I'll set you up with my Connect, man, and then we'll make everything smooth, and everybody will go their separate ways, right? And then he puts his shirt down, the gun, and he looks up at Ace, and he's like, you really gonna walk away from all this, nigga? And then Ace is like, yeah, man, yeah, I want out. And he's looking at him. And then it cuts to, you see those two corny motherfuckers? Remember those guys? So they're now on the phone with Rico, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, meet us up at this place. We'll have all of it. We'll have the money, blah, blah, blah. And Rico's like, all right, cool. And so they're all, it shows Rico, he's going inside this place with the cops, right? Like inside this room. And then as they get in, you hear, freeze, put it down, freeze. And then you hear, pop, 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 pop. And then a bunch of cop cars pull up right at the front door. And Rico runs out with a bag, right? And he's like, and he sees he has nowhere to go, and he drops the bag, drops the gun. And then you see the other cop come out. He's shot, right? One of the corny guys.
Yeah.
And he falls out the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it cuts to the voiceover, and it's still looking at Rico, his hands up, and he goes, I knew Rico's greed. I knew Rico's greed would set me free. I'm sure he would say I went out like a punk, but fuck it. A price I'll live with. But 25 years of life, I know Rico can't live with that. So it cuts to Rico in prison, right? And he's in prison, and he's snitching. Like he goes, they're asking him to snitch. And he goes, man, I ain't snitching on nobody in Harlem. All right, I'll give up some people in DC, but I ain't giving up nobody in Harlem, because when I get home, I'm still gonna be the king. And he smiles like real smug and scary, like at the camera, right? So it cuts to a funeral for Mitch and Sonny.
Sonny died.
Mitch had it right about Ice. His vengeance for his nephew Mitch was taken out on his other nephew Sonny, his own blood. Tommy did all Ice's dirty work, which is the other guy in the convenience store. Right?
Uh-huh.
He goes, and when the money didn't come, he killed Sonny, and the game was over. And then they show an article of a 12-year-old kid, Sonny, dead over drug money, right? Like a real article. Like, what? And then they show a bunch of street niggas, right, on the corner. Remember all the street niggas and the bad bitches from the beginning? And all the cash and all the jewelry, and it's all now silver, right? And you hear the voiceover, and he goes, there's a new game now. Our game is gone. But you can see our story with prop guns and fake champagne, and the camera pans back, and all those hood niggas are shooting a rap video. Love that, right? And then you see him watching, right? And he goes, I guess you don't have to be someone no more. You can just front like you somebody nowadays, He goes, but me, I got a family. Lulu's bag of diamonds made a down payment on a new life for me. And as my man Mitch would say, life is good. And then he sees Mitch in the back of like all the fake rappers, like he sees him like in the back of him, and he's like smiling, looking at him. And he goes, man, maybe I will be the George Jefferson of the neighborhood one day, but I'll get back to you on that. And then it cuts to the director, right? And he's telling the rapper, he's like, no, throw more money. Throw like you don't give a fuck. Throw the money like you don't give a fuck about the world, buddy. And the rapper's like, yeah, no, they're all like, yeah, fuck you, nigga, yeah, nigga, yeah. And then it shows like Ace like smiling. And then the director goes, all right, cut. Fade to black. Based on a true story. Paid in full.
Whose fucking story is that?
It's a true story, dog.
Who?
This guy, it's a book.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what is he now? He's like some kind of producer of stuff? What does he do?
I don't know.
Oh.
But this is a book. This is all true story. That's why you were like, oh, it's a movie. I was like, he has no idea this is all true. I had to look it up to this is all true.
Jesus Christ. The fuck is this movie?
Paid in full, dude.
That was intense. That was very, very intense.
That all happened.
And he was right about those corny guys being cops. He figured that out.
He knew that
Shit.
immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And Rico's just an idiot.
Rico was just a fucking idiot. And that's a real... Dude, there was really a Rico. There was really a Mitch. There was really
shot,
Ace.
That shot a cop.
Yep. And that killed the bitch. I mean, dude, the whole thing. Drug money. Big, but then again, big money like... But you know what's funny? They never make it really about the... It's just about the story, which I always loved. That's why the movie scared me because of the pacing. As you can see, as a kid... The whole movie, I'm on edge. That just terrified me, dude. And and it was like, this is supposed to be a drug movie about drug dealers, and it's like slow.
Yeah, that much amount of money though. You're playing with fire,
dude.
You should have just gave him your Connect up right away.
He sure should have.
He should have. Why was he holding it? He wants out.
Because he did. I mean, I probably also, if I had to guess, nervousness of the Connect. Because you got to talk to Connect first. You can't just send him. You know what I mean?
You can't send him Rico.
Yeah, you'd have to go talk to the Connect and be like, hey, I'm gonna send you Mitch. This guy's
cool. The Connect are these crazy Mexican guys.
Yeah. Like you'd have to be cool about it. Like I get, you can't just give it to him right away.
Yeah.
That's what he told him. He's like, you just gotta be patient, give me a second to work it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the Sonny thing happened. And then he needed it right away. Dude, that's crazy. And then I knew, the Rico, God, this movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Rico sucks.
Rico sucked. Played a great job, Cameron. He didn't act anything else, but he killed this role, buddy.
All right. Well, I'll watch it and we'll talk about it and fuck.
Fuck.